Hello. Welcome to Well, That's Food.
Well, that's a drink.
That's a drink.
This is Nama Sake by Gekkeikan Draft Sake. By the
Gig.
from the house of Gekkeikan, the world's finest sake. Apparently, this says serve cold.
We have chilled it.
We have indeed, and this is apparently a +2 on the sweet dry scale.
Kind of right down the middle almost. A little on the dry side, I guess.
I'll tell you about a sweet dry
So
scale.
sake, basically rice wine.
That's about all I know. Sometimes they serve it hot, but supposedly that's just the bad ones.
We've never really had
I
it.
have no idea.
So,
No clue. This is a first.
for us. It says it's gluten-free.
I might die. Remember, kids, if you drink, you'll get pregnant and die.
Woo, girl.
Just a tap. You're dead. You're already dead. That right there, that means alcohol poisoning. That's what that is. It's like viscous.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, that's... What's the percentage, alcohol percentage on this
Like
guy?
15.
Not too shabby.
What is it actually?
15, 14.
14? Alcohol by volume. Whew, my God.
Huh.
Not that strong.
Kind of bitter in a weird way.
A little.
Slightly.
Ooh, I made my jaw like
Yeah.
light up.
Like when you...
Like a whiskey. It actually has a little bit of a whiskey taste. Like
has-
vaguely, like really, really light. Like bourbon. Because I think bourbon tastes like artificial sweetener, and this has just a touch of that bourbon flavor.
It's got sort of the same
like
kind
not
of,
aged.
Right. It's got the same kind of mouthfeel as like a relatively high-end vodka.
Yeah. That's not bad. I could get drunk on that.
Wouldn't take a lot.
No, probably not. 14%.
Pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah, sake's not bad. I'm guessing that you'd probably want to get some good ones. This was probably at least a decent amount. Like it wasn't like super expensive, but
300 milliliters, I believe this was $10 for 300 milliliters,
Right.
which is fairly cheap.
reasonable. Yeah,
There's probably much better, and there's probably much worse.
Oh, there's always worse.
So I think this is kind of middle of the road.
But yeah, it's not bad. Like I mean,
Lovely green bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
clear in color. It's got kind of a viscous quality to it.
Yeah, it does bubble it creates bubbles in the neck of the bottle.
Yeah, and you can actually see the film on the glass, like inside, when you roll it around a bit.
Which I don't know if that's a good thing for sake or a really bad thing. So we might just be drinking paint thinner. Or it could be the finest sake you can buy. I have no concept
We have no
of what
concept
we're
of
actually
sake,
drinking.
but it does have a nice viscous quality. Like probably just mineral spirits.
It's good. Honestly, you
Smooth.
could, if you used it in like a
good.
mixed drink, you'd die.
Probably, yeah.
Just because like there's
Done.
hardly any flavor. It's very, very lightly flavored.
Doesn't really have much of a bite. Doesn't really have a lot of flavor to it.
No, it like I said, it almost tastes like what I imagine bourbon probably tastes like if you didn't age it in oak barrels.
Probably, yeah. I guess a lot of fermented beverages are about the same in that quality. They have very
So-
subtle nuance of flavors.
Yeah.
But this isn't bad.
No, it's good.
I don't know why a lot of people heat it up. A lot of people warm up sake. This obviously says serve chilled, but a lot of times they serve it hot. which
Why
I think
do
is
people warm up sake?
weird. We're referring to Google for this this question.
First, let's cut to the chase. Heating sake is good. When you have had bad hot sake, it wasn't the fact that hot sake is bad, it's that bad sake makes for bad hot sake.
Well, there you go.
Most of the sakes that get heated in the US are made in the US.
Noted. So they're terrible. Nama means fresh. And Nama sakes are characteristically fresher and livelier. No pasteurization. Light and refreshing flavor.
Yeah, I don't really get an actual answer. Why warm a sake? There are a lot of reasons. Warm sake warms you up and takes the chill off. It goes well with warm foods. It's fun to drink in that you get to fill up your little cup and you have your companions. It gets you buzzed a little quicker. This is a perceived notion that may or may not be true. Apparently it's possible to extend its shelf life. So basically I'm getting that bullshit. There's no actual reason why to warm it or not, unless you really want to warm it.
Well, and like, the funny thing about this is that the label literally clearly says, store away from heat and light for optimal freshness.
And then says, store chilled. So,
Pretty quick, just fall right out of the chair.
I am Pregnant. Pregnant.
So thanks for watching. This is, of course, our show that we taste interesting food and drink. And,
Well, that's food.
yeah. And so we put out videos every Monday and Thursday. And this, of course, was a pretty, I guess you'd say pretty mainstream. A lot of people drink sake, but we'd never had it. So we figured we'd try it on show.
Yeah, I'd try.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some guy at a Shogun Grill one time squirted something that I thought was sake into my mouth. But you can never be sure.
I've had some guys at some bars squirt some things in my mouth, but I don't think it was sake.
Never really for sure.
Oh God. Hey, I'm gonna say one word, and roughly a fourth of our audience is going to laugh. Folsom. You have no idea.
I have no. So there we are.
Talking about squirting things in mouth and Folsom. Good wholesome sake.
So we'll probably try to get to some weird alcoholic beverages at some point.
That'd be cool.
There's
If you
a
have
whole bunch of weird.
suggestions.
Type that out. Excellent. We're still continuing on working through some suggestions that we've already gotten, and we're trying to find them. Although the German stuff is really difficult to get, and we might have to
Weirdly,
just make
yeah.
some of it because honestly, we're not really finding it.
Yeah.
There are a few things I think we're going to make.
So
we
stick
stick around for that.
Throw a video up of us making it too.
Yeah.
And trying it.
We might as well.
May as well. We're doing it, so.
That's happening. But anyway, so thanks for sticking around with us, and like I said, if this is the first video, welcome. It's very
And
exciting.
if it's not, why haven't you subscribed? And if you have,
Thank you.
I love you with my mouth.
Bye.
You know, like they used to say, hands across the water, head across the sky. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-da, bum, bum, ba-da-da, now. Oh no.
Sake, man.
Sake talking.